Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me today. I go with Ego and we're looking at the batteries in Houston. We have a problem. These three batteries here, that one, and that one, won't get past the 89% mark at all. They don't want to charge past that. When the system thinks it's 100%, says I'm 100%, this unit over here, you can't hear it because it's not charging because it thinks it's 100% charged. But when I remove, and I also want to note that I don't have it on. Okay, this is just a window that you see when you hit this button once, and it shows you where you're at. So when I unplug the power adapter, watch this, 92%. And the tractor won't get past that. It won't. It dances between 93 and 92. It won't get past that 93 mark, regardless of how many times I've gone through this procedure. You'll see all the lights are on. And yes, I have taken each one out and reseated each one. I've reseated each one of these. But how I know that these aren't getting past that 89% mark is because I go into the app, and the app tells me where they're at in the charging status. And it's telling me that this one's 100%, this one's 100%, this one's 100%, and this one's 89, 89, 89. It tells me it's totally full. But as we can see, we're at 93%, and it never gets higher than that when the power is not being fed to it. So once I feed the power to it, it keeps on dancing. It will now sit here. It will re-engage this unit here. We'll listen to it. It re-engages this unit. We can hear it. It will start the charging process at the 93, 92, 93 mark, wherever it reflects here. This will get back to 100%. That will stop charging it. But yet, when I go into the app, you can see those three batteries have no lights right now. And they won't charge, or they're telling me they're at 89%, but yet they won't charge anymore. They're just sticking there. So I've done this process 4 times now. Plugging this in, waiting a half hour, letting this go to, so this has been like a 4-hour event for me because I then come out here, see this is at 92, 93. I plug her back in. I wait for it to get to 100%, which is going to be another 10, 20 minutes from now. It'll get back to 100%. The unit will shut off. I will then unplug this, and she'll be back to 93%, 92, 93% with these three batteries. The Ego app is telling me are at 89%, and they won't push past that 89%. And yes, I have, now I don't want to reseat them when I've got power to it. So I'm going to pull the power. So we're not listening to the power because I don't want any problems here. All of them will light up. All of them will say they're topped off. See, all the lights are on. I will pull this out. Light will come off, and I'll push it back in. And I've reseated. I'm just going to reseat them all. That's just pushing that button, lift up on them. All right. So I've got all the lights here. I'll plug the power back in. See, right now it says I'm at 100%. See? It's telling me, oh, you idiot, you're at 100%. I'm going to wait for that unit to kick on. And now we hear the unit kicking on to charge it, and now it's telling me 99%. So I guess I'll have to look at the app. I can't do it while I'm here, but I'm pretty confident that it's only reading these three batteries. These three batteries are at 99%. Because there's something gimpy going on with these. Because, again, when I go into the app to see where they're at, they're saying 89%. So we're just going to wait for just a second. We're going to see if this thing gets to 100% again, because it's going to. Shouldn't take that long now that we're at 99%. So just bear with me here for a few minutes here. I was also thinking of pulling these out separately and then putting them directly onto that charger and seeing what they do. I guess that's my next check is to pull them out individually, seed them into a standalone charger, and see if I can get them to push to 100%. That will be my next thing I'll try. If obviously this isn't working. I'm surprised that it jumped to it stayed at 99% when I pulled the power off. Maybe reseeding them for this time. What confuses me though is that they're not lit up like these are. So maybe they think they're 100%. Maybe the system is thinking these are 100%. But then again, when I go into that light just shut off. So maybe the system thinks that when they're at 100%, just go dark. But when I go into the app, the Ego app that they give us to pair, to Bluetooth to the system, it is telling me clearly in the Bluetooth system that these 3 batteries are at 89%. And it's been doing it, like I said, for the last 4 hours, that's been the case. As I've been playing with this thing, trying to see if I could. So what we're going to do here is at 99%, right? I'm going to unplug it again and see if it falls. So it fell to 92%. So there's something GIMP or something's going on here, 93%. And then it won't go past that. We can't push it past the 93%. It will not charge past that. I've been at this for hours. And again, what I could do is plug them individually into that seed over there and see if I can get them to work. But I wanted to give you a heads up that I've only owned this tractor, what now, about a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I've got 7 hours, no, I got 8 hours on it. Let me just turn it on. It should allow me, it might not allow me to turn it on if the brake's not engaged. Let me engage the brake. All right, the brake's engaged. Let's see if I can get this thing to come on. I'm holding the button in. Maybe I can't get it to come on with it actively charging. Let me just unplug it. Okay, so we've unplugged it. So now it's down to 91%, 92%. Let me try to turn this thing on. There it goes, it's on now. It's gonna go through its dialing, and even on, it's saying 93%. And again, it's not getting past that. It's just staying at that load. And if I shut it off, so basically no matter what I'm doing here, those batteries are not charging correctly. They're not getting past the 89% mark, which is then averaging it out to 92, 93%. So it's a problem. It's definitely a problem. And I'm not happy about it. So there we are, folks. Just wanted to give you an update that this track, that's right, I was going to show you the hours. Geez, I get kind of, this has been frustrating for me for a while. So my 7 hours. So I've got 7 hours on these batteries, and they're already gimped. They're not even working correctly. Yeah, 7 hours on the tractor, and the batteries are not performing the way you would expect them to perform. At the 7 hour mark. Come on, Ego. What do you got going here? Frustrating as heck. And I'll keep you guys posted to tell you. I know Lowe's is going to be, worthless here. I don't even know if I'll be able to return it or not. I'll see. I'll talk to the local Lowe's to say I'm not happy, but I am going to contact Ego. It is Memorial Day holiday, so I'm assuming that there's going to be nobody at the office tomorrow. It's a Sunday. Probably nobody's going to answer the phone Monday. So it's going to probably be in the Tuesday before I'll be able to get this resolved. But right now, I can still mow my lawn at the 93%. It's just what grabs or chaps me or whatever you want to call it is, this should not be happening with a $4,000 tractor when the whole point of the tractor are these expensive little gems that are not charging correctly. All right, well, thank you for joining me. And this has been the Tarkus Zone.